Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 Historical Flavor Mod, where we are playing as Ethiopia. When we last left off was quite a while ago. There's been a lot of industry building, a lot of economic moving around, and not a whole lot of wars anywhere in the world, which makes sense. The world's kind of tired of it, but I just got the British a nice little Christmas present. Now, I say British, even though I am formally declaring war on the Najid Emirate in order to make them a puppet, and I believe at least, set the pace, make it possible for me to create a full Arab client state in the area. But the uh, the major thing I'm interested in is that Britain has. I already have a free CB on Britain. But I don't want to because they just puppeted Persia, and for some reason I now can ignore the truce timer and declare war on them to free it. So I don't get any infamy if I add that, but I don't want to go to war with all of Britain's satellites and dominions. Just Britain itself would do fine. So I am going to be declaring war in what is probably going to be my last war. And I think my main strategy here is going to be to just, get what little they have in Africa here, then, move this here to reinforce and wait for their wave to come in from India. So, with my army being funded, I'd say there is no time like the present. I will declare war, and I don't think any of my allies are going to come. Yeah, only Sweden and Belgium would. Not especially interested in that. So, let's attack those guys. Alright, excellent. See who else comes in. All right. Now let's keep them together as much as possible, since I don't know how many the British have. So 77,000 right there. Poorly organized, though. May be able to attack them quickly. Yeah, I think we've got enough to counterattack that army without having to draw from the army in Egypt. Okay. Actually, for war score's sake, I think I may need to get to occupying eventually, but and unsiege that. And get ready, yeah. Oh, shit. How did that happen? Fuck. Should probably send these folks back to Baghdad. Above all else, the British army in this region must be destroyed. Occupying Arabia itself can wait. Alright, let's get him here. Okay, one of our colonies is reporting astounding success in the development of local commercial ventures and businesses in the colonial offices. According to the governor, primary reason seems to be an ambitious land reform undertaken in tandem with Ethiopian capitalists and industrialists. So, fantastic news. Capitalists gain to consciousness. Well, let's see. If I want to... yeah, if I want to pass suffrage before the game ends, I think I'm going to want as much liberal consciousness as possible. Alright, and I think that'll just about do it for the British Army in this region. Well, in terms of forces that are actually a threat, anyway. Okay, yeah, I think this is some sort of like Belle Epoque event in which the Addis Ababa is the thriving and living center of the Ethiopian Empire. It's a city of about 1 million people, which I think makes it one of the largest in the world. Last time I checked the population, 1.17 million. You look at, let's say, London. That is 1.82 million. New York, 1 million. So yeah, more people in Addis than there are in New York. Or Petrograd, or I suspect Moscow. Yeah. You'd probably have to go, yeah, to Tokyo or Beijing to find one that has more. So yeah, it is one of the world's great cities. Yeah, I'm gonna mobilize some, and then like immediately demobilize most of them. Just like a small home guard, basically. Oh, it took me a while to parse this one. Improved anti-aircraft artillery. As aircraft improved over time, so too did the weapons to counter them. Heavier guns with improved sights and better designed shells made the dreaded ack all the more dangerous. A few too many parentheses. Localization gets a bit weird sometimes, especially when you're playing the game with a mod. send those boys north. Yeah, they've just got a trickle of, like, piecemeal shit units coming in. Don't need these guys. Now, these are a whole bunch of mobilized troops, but I think against I think against one brigade of tanks it should be enough. So, yeah. It's kind of weird how this works. One of my war goals is to free the Persian puppet state, but the Persian puppet government is not fighting me. So, yeah, not even a lot of willingness on their part, I guess. Chamber of Commerce has lodged an angry protest with local government complaining that the economic policy of interventionism harms local business. So, laissez-faire. All pops in house land become more liberal. Let's go all cap. I refuse to submit to political demands by the entrenched elites. And hoping they do the one thing that I mean, it's either that or abolish serfdom, which we still haven't done yet, embarrassingly. But for some reason, the socialists aren't interested. Only the liberals are. Which, yeah, the rather inelegant way in which social and political reforms are divided is mostly to blame for that. Yeah, let's just take care of this extremely small infantry-free armored corps with our extremely large but quite shitty mobilized units. In the meantime, I am going to, I think, at Alexandria, why not? I think we have time to end the war before that. Okay, so I think this should knock Najid out of the war. And pretty soon, we should have a victory over Britain as well. That should be completed, at least. Reparations 1.2. We could get them. Takes 20 war score, though. That's probably a bit too long. But I think we have this baby nearly won. All right, Literary Association of Friends, an arts and letters club in a foreign country, supports the cause of Hausa independence and is exchanging contacts with people in Zaria. You could also simply ignore the issue. Yeah, Japan doesn't like us anyway. Yep, we're getting there. Definitely getting there. The Colonial Office has suggested we organize a recruitment drive to get more of our people to migrate to the colonies so as to establish a more permanent Ethiopian presence in them. The office has found a colony which it deemed suitable for such a drive, and the proposal is really only awaiting our signature. Sure. Okay, British Army is attacking at Suez. I was able to. I brought in my. I brought in my mobilized army and one of the armies that came in from Arabia, and yeah, there's a fort here, so I think I should be able to hold it. Maybe even win decisively. Or possibly not. In the meantime, I'm taking a gamble on a landing in Port Arthur to clear them out of Manchuria. I'm taking a bet that their navy has left. If it hasn't, I'm quite screwed. Okay, there's some war score there. And now, at long last, we have sufficient support within our lands for voting. Now, it's going to be only landed, but it will change our display name from Abyssinia to Ethiopia, because apparently that's more respectable, I guess. I guess it would represent the change that occurred under Haile Selassie, by which the official name that Ethiopia was known by, like he essentially insisted, Abyssinia is not what we call ourselves. We call ourselves Ethiopia. So, yeah, that sort of represents that change. Our display name will change, and we will change from absolute monarchy to semi-constitutional monarchy. Yep, limited constitutionalism. We are a semi-constitutional monarchy right now. And our first ever elections are taking place right now. And as I had suspected and hoped, the British fleet is nowhere to be found, so I should be able to clear them out of Manchuria, I think. Let's go with paddle steamers for now, since I should be able to get that extremely quickly. Alright, the British have about 23,000. Let's attack them with this 70,000. Should be enough to do it, and I think that would make for a final battle, I think. Alliance offer from Denmark. Sure, they're still a great power, aren't they? No, they are not. Yeah, Russia's snuck back in. But you know what? They're doing pretty well. They stack up well compared to OP Sweden. So the votes seem to be counted honestly here. Regionalism and interventionism debated. Opponents of state capitalism. Yeah, let's go with that. As a result of the treaty with nationalist China, some of Ethiopia's lands... What? Was I at war with them? We'll keep everything... Okay, finally, Britain is offering us peace, and that will be our very last war since this game ends next year. That is a pretty looking strip of land there. Gonna go with African farms and mines, and yeah, I'm gonna be busily disbanding quite a few units. But in any case, yeah. That's our last war. Our next video is going to be our last video, and it's going to be basically just a general recap of everything that's been going on, of everything that's happened, where I went wrong, what I did well, and what the world in the future might look like, and what this channel in the future might look like. Might we see a continuation into Hearts of Iron 4? You'll have to stay tuned until that episode. Until then, I have been Maricati, you have been you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.